Alright, today we are going to look at the second version, most probably the final version of number test slider settings. So I have changed the values a bit, so I'll just show all the values I'm using right now, and let's get into so let's get into that. Number test. First, striker timing. AI base difficulty is going to be legend. Striker timing at 20. I'm gonna give you certain combinations which you can try out and see how which one works well for you. Okay, the thing which you can use right now is striker timing at 20, wicket chance 50, bowl quality at 100, and run rate at 40. This works well for test matches. If you want, you can reduce the run rate to 35 as well if you want the AI to play a bit slower than they do. Another combination is going to be striker timing at 70 or 75 with wicket chance at 40. Okay, the thing is, one thing I have seen with striker timing being higher is they lose wickets, but the variety of wickets is more when the striker timing is high. So that is the reason I am trying to come up with this combination where the striker timing is high, but the wicket chance gets lower. So maybe you can reduce it to even 35 if you want the AI to score more for longer period of time, and let the run rate be at 40 or 35. That's the place we want to be, because if you go lower than that, it feels very slow and it might get boring after a certain amount of time. So that's the thing. Okay, two combinations. One is 25 or 20 and wicket chances 50. Another one is striker timing at 75, wicket chance at 35. Okay, so this is the combination for AI. Alright, other than that, bowling and all remains the same. I have reduced the bowling line sensitivity a bit. I used to have it at 80 or 85. Now I have it at 70, so feels good. So if you want to change that, you can change that as well. Other than that, batting wise, these things are going to remain almost similar because it works well. The main change will be in spin timing window and pace timing window. I did mention that have it at 83, which is like the default value for pace. But what I have seen is 83, the window for ideal is very less because you end up getting late a lot more while playing spin. So for that, I have increased it slightly to 86, from 83 to 86. Okay, if you want, you can increase it to 88 or 89 as well. But this works well. So what I want you guys to understand here is the window issue which was there in the game before, that has been worked as a workaround with the spin timing windows introduction. Okay, so what you need to do is, where do you find the spin to be to a level where you can actually play it properly? Even with the window at 86 or whatever, there is issue with the gameplay where the spin doesn't feel fluid while you are batting against spin. So I really don't know what the issue is, but the thing is, this one, the spin timing window actually makes the gameplay playable against spin. So have it at 86. Pace timing window, because you can actually play a lot later. I would actually want you guys to try it at 100. Foot placement difficulty at 100 as well. I just was checking something out and it was at 90. So 100. This is 100. These things I think remains the same. I haven't changed anything. Good will also remain the same. Again, was testing something out. So I was trying whether this makes a change or not. So as usual, as I said before as well, if you want edges to be to a level where it's like a very bad mistake made, and that because of that the edge is happening, try to reduce the edges based on your preference, because the default might be a bit tough. Try to reduce the values a bit, especially the good and okay is the one where you actually want to work on. Poor input, you would probably like it to end up as an edge because it's a poor shot. So that's the thing. Low striker, high striker, 5 and 10. Timing window at 100. Aggressive, nothing. This one, play and miss input. This is something which actually makes sense at 0. So try to have it at 0 and see how it goes, because you will end up missing the ball mainly because of the input. The thing is, with this game, there is a compulsion for the the AI to, or the game to actually connect a shot rather than missing it. Missing is like a completely different thing to what the game is trying to do. The game is, because the game is always trying to connect the shot somehow. So for that, you have to try to come up with value where you actually miss the ball here and there. Even with this, there will be moments where the AI will, AI as in the game, will try to connect a shot regardless of what the input is, because the game is designed that way. All right. Skill influence, it is better if it's high, because it depends on the skill. So when you are playing with tailenders, you might actually miss the ball more than playing with a top order batsman. So that difference is there to an extent. So try to have it at 98. 100 is default. I just reduced it to see whether it has an impact. So 98 is good. Fielding, I don't care. So coming on to the physics department, minimum pace, actually what I would say is have it at 60. Alright. Maximum pace at 85. The reason behind this is, if you are trying to play a shot and the pace is not the usual pace and it is slower than usual, you will end up playing the ball early. So different kind of dismissals while batting can happen. That is the reason I am suggesting this combination of 60 and 85. For ODIs, I have it at 65 and 85. So that is the combination for ODIs, because ODIs you will probably bowl a lot more, slower pace than test matches. So that is the main reason. Other than that, bouncer length, spin bowling bounce, flight and everything remains the same. I did try to tweak these values and see whether I can do something with regards to spin where I can flip the way I want to, but still I am not able to get any values. If I am able to in the future, maybe I'll try to update in the community post or something. So that is the thing. Swing remains at 85. Pace revolution, I have increased it from 12 to 15, because slight extra movement might deceive you in getting a bowled, is what my thought is. If that happens, good. If it doesn't, yeah, we are stuck with this. So other than that, drift and revolutions of spin remains 30-30. Pitch friction, pitch bounce and everything remains the same. Ball friction also remains the same. Only thing I have changed is ball bounce at 25. I have explained that in the video. If you want, go check it out. Short force at 50. Visual pace, the default. Spin bowling visual speed also default. Now coming on to the umpiring, 98, 10, 95, 30, 90, 10, 90, 35. This is the values. If you want to copy, just copy it, because sometimes they do take reviews on on wrong dismissals. So that is the kind of thought behind all these values. So try to see whether it helps in umpiring or not. The thing is, like I said before, I feel the game's umpiring is decided on whether the AI will appeal to the certain shot or not. Like if it's missing and if it's going down the leg, will the AI appeal or not depends on this, is what I feel. And the decision is dependent on the values and the skill of the umpire. So that is the thought. So I think all these values should give you a good gameplay. If you have any other questions, comment section. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next one.